Hello again. The top stories on Sky World News. Turkey says it will increase security along its border with Syria following a suspected Islamic State attack which killed at least 31 people. The Cuban flag has been raised over the country's newly reopened embassy in Washington after the US and Cuba formally restored diplomatic relations. And outgoing FIFA president Sepp Blatter has been showered with fake money at a news conference as he announced reforms to football's world governing body. Now, Turkey says it will increase security along its border with Syria following a suspected IS suicide blast, which killed at least 31 people. The attack in the border town of Suruc is the worst terror attack carried out on Turkish soil for many, many years. Earlier on, we spoke to the journalist Dorian Jones, who's in Istanbul.
It's an absolutely devastating attack on Turkey. I mean, this is by one of the worst suicide bombings the country has experienced in many, many years. The fact that we're talking about that most of the dozens of people killed and scores more injured were young teenagers in their early 20s, university students who were going to a summer camp which aimed to rebuild a library in the nearby Syrian Kurdish town of Kobani, which was just across the border, has only added to the shock and anger in the country. And again, it has raised the whole question about how secure are Turkey's borders with Syria. The whole of the Syrian border has been controlled by Islamic State for a long period of time. And there's been a great deal of concern of the fact that people have been going backwards and forwards across the border with near impunity, according to critics of Turkey. Turkey has a reputation of being known as the super highway for jihadists into Syria and Iraq. Now, the Turkish authorities have always said that this is a difficult border. We're talking about 900 kilometers to monitor, but they have appeared to have stepped up their efforts in the last few weeks. We're talking about several hundred people have been detained, many of them believed to be would-be jihadists seeking to enter Syria. So Turkey does appear to be heeding pressure from its Western allies, in particular from the UK and the US, and are taking steps. But having said that, in spite of those measures, this suicide bomber managed to get across and carry out this absolutely deadly attack. And leading members of Turkey's main pro-Kurdish party haven't been slow coming forward. They say that much of the blame lands at the doorstep of the government. They say that they still haven't failed. They've still failed to secure Turkey's borders against such attacks. And the warning from even one of the members of Turkey's ruling party is, if it is Islamic State, he warns this will not be the last that Turkey will face. And that is the big fear, particularly as Turkey has very large tourism. You're talking about the Mediterranean and the Aegean are some of the biggest tourist resorts in Europe.